And we're back on the Young Turks and the Richard Fowler Show coverage of the State of the Union, joined by Congressman Castro, lightning rod from Texas. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. It's been a very long night, but I thought the president gave a great speech, a very enthusiastic delivery. It was really a call for unity among Americans and a call for action from Congress.
What was the one part of the speech that stood out for you the most?
Oh, well, I think for everybody it was the recognition of the soldier who almost lost his life in the war, and also really I think a rejoicing among all Americans that the wars are finally coming to an end.
So let's talk about Texas for a second, if I don't mind. Immigration reform. Texas is one of those states that when I think about it, they're one of the states that sort of matter in this whole game. The president asked for immigration reform once again. There's also been a signaling from the White House that they're trying to give this House as much space as possible to try to get something done. Will this Congress, better yet, will this House get something done?
I'm optimistic, but I'm also not holding my breath. I was somebody that thought we would do something in 2013. And so I'm hopeful and I'm optimistic that we'll do something in 2014. It does look like a Republican plan is on the horizon. And so hopefully, by this summer, we can actually vote on something. So I'm hopeful.
Will that plan include a pathway to citizenship?
It needs to, because as we've maintained, it wouldn't be good to create a class of second-class citizens in the United States.
So another issue I want to talk to you about in particular, the president talked about TPP, or the Trade Promotion Authority, and I think Texas is one of those states that also disproportionately benefited, depending on how you're looking at how you slice the cake. A lot of factories went across the border. A lot of factories came over the border. Where are you on this?
Well, of course, TPA was just dropped a few weeks ago, and so we're just looking over it now. TPP, we don't know exactly when that'll come up, but I haven't made any commitments on it. My district is one that's steeped in trade. NAFTA was signed in San Antonio, but I also don't want to do anything like a lot of other people that costs Americans jobs. So I'm going to take a close look at TPA and TPP if and when it comes up.
So a lot of folks all across the country, and especially in the progressive side of the world, looking to you and your brother, the Castro brothers, to take Texas blue and take America back to the top and fight against all the Avengers and evil. What do you think about that?
I'm flattered, but that is a Herculean task, and Texas being competitive and hopefully turning blue eventually is a process, and it's going to take a lot of organizing and a lot of different personalities to make it happen. The good thing is, with Wendy Davis running for governor, Leticia Vanderputte for lieutenant governor, that process is underway.
I got to tell you, the folks in Texas, man, there's some empowering folks. The people's filibuster in the house there, and they're just really on the ground. There's really this sense of urgency in Texas. It's got to keep you on your toes.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're exactly right. In fact, last night, the 4 candidates for lieutenant governor, the 4 Republican candidates, had a debate, and all 4 of them came out against an exception for rape or incest with regard to abortion. And so they keep moving further and further to the right, not only on that issue, but on several others like immigration. And so it absolutely keeps us on our toes, and it motivates us to change the state.
Motivates us to change the state. I love it. Now, listen, we talked to our audience, our TYT audience, our YouTube audience, and we are playing a game of word association tonight. Now, the good news for you, is you are the youngest person we've interviewed, so I'm 100% sure that you're going to get 100 on this test.
You're catching me near midnight, so
you can't fail. There's no way possible. If you fail, I will literally jump off this balcony. America, you heard it here first. All right, here we go. Barack Obama.
President.
Cruz.
Hardline.
Manning.
Peyton.
Michelle Obama.
First Lady.
Obamacare.
Healthcare.
Immigration.
Needed.
Voter ID.
Bad.
Living wage.
Necessary.
Polar vortex.
Weather.
Good. Okay. Duck Dynasty.
TV show.
Selfie.
Photo.
Twerking.
Miley Cyrus.
There we go. Marijuana.
Weed.
Beyonce.
Beautiful.
Richard Fowler. Stumps everyone.
Yeah.
That's me. They never get it right. It's okay. I won't. You get it 90% of the test. We appreciate.
Host ever.
There we go. We got it, folks. Thank you so much, Congressman Castro. Have a good night. Get some sleep.